Today we're checking out Space Trash Scavenger, the perfect merge of a survival game like Raft, but set in space with automation and other light survival elements. But before we get into this, I would like to say a huge thank you to Paradox, the publishers of this game, for sponsoring this video and letting me check out the game prior to early access release, which is on the 9th of November. So if you do like the look of this, do check the link in the description, also the comment below, to support this 2 dev team who've been working on this passion project. As you can see here, we've started off on our little raft. In fact, it was just the single piece, but we've skipped the tutorial and started building our ship out. We'll eventually be able to turn this into a ship and control it, but for now it's just a stationary platform until we build a jump drive and thrusters. But for that, we're going to need to do some research. And in order to do that, we also need to grab some of the resources that are around us. So we have our grapple gun, and anything that's, I think, within about 100 meters, we can grab. We can also, should we wish, rather than just grab, we can right click, which allows us to go to it. Probably not a good idea though, given I have no jet fuel at the moment. We're going to need that. So for fuel, we're going to need to harvest some of the ice that you can see and turn that into hydrogen. Now there are a selection of resources. We have carbon here, and then we also have some scrap, which we can turn into iron. And we're going to be able to break that down into by one of these. This is an atomizer. So we can place everything in there, and it's going to start turning them into its basic resource, a cubic of the given element. So here we can see we have a qubit of iron, oxygen, and hydrogen. And with these qubits, we can then use the fabricator to build new base building blocks or solar cubes that will allow us to power our ship, socket cubes which allow us to place our building items, are powered items like the fabricator and the atomizer here, as well as various other pieces such as our conveyors, which we're going to hopefully build a working factory, at least to some description, before the end of this video, as well as various other stuffs. Now I am going to jump ahead now. I want to just collect all of these items so that we've got enough resources to get some jetpack fuel on the go, and hopefully we'll be able to do a little bit of exploring and return with all of the resources so that we can expand this out. Oh, we're one short of getting 3 jetpack fuel. From here, we can grab our fuel and refill our little jetpack. You can see on the back the amount of fuel that we have available. And then from here, we can use space to fly around. And I'm going to head up to this asteroid, and we're going to start mining this little ice. Ooh. Asteroids have mineable rocks on them. That is exactly what we're going to be doing. We need all of this ice. Oh, it would help if I'm using the right item. That is the grappler. We need the miner. Oh dear. Great start, Tom. I'm pretty sure I saw one of the entity very close. Here it comes. So these are relatively easy, at least on their own. But as soon as you have a couple more, it starts to get a little bit more hectic. But they are very reminiscent of the robots in the Matrix. And if we press M, we can actually see that the entity base is behind it's over there. It's this. You can see it right there. That is the entity's base, I believe, and that's where they spawn from. So we'll have to get rid of it at some point. But right now, they're a little too powerful for us. We could do with a different weapon. No, it's very ominous coming up here. Oh, look. We have a little alien. This kind of reminds me of, is it Banjo-Kazooie, where you had the little creatures that would stand and talk to you? Oh, that takes me back. Well, 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 it's the latest Scav Corp lackey. Come to requisition space junk, have you? Well, I take it they're not too happy about us. Tfeffel the Junker. It's full of entities. Step in there and you're dead meat. How about you? Oh, how about you clear the ship for me? Oh, fantastic. So we're getting a key pass and we can borrow their laser rifle. Okay, let's do that. Oh. Oh, no, goodness me. I do not want to die so early on. We've only just got in the game. And we found ourselves a historical data disk. Interesting. I think that must be it done. Oh, that wasn't too bad. Have some credits. I guess you can keep that laser rifle too. Oh, sweet. Well, that helps us in our mission. We are running out of fuel, but I think we're going to make it. We're down to 6. But I have a load of ice on me, so we should be fine for producing fuel, providing we get back. We're spinning! I'm hoping we're going to land on it. There we go. A little bit of a rough landing, but we've made... Oh, we're being attacked. Oh, no, I didn't want to drag it towards me! So their eyes are a weak spot by the looks of it. Okay. Let's grab all this stuff before it flies off. And now we need to build a furnace, which we have here. Oh, but we need copper. And I also need, because we're almost out of food, we're starving, we're going to need to build one of these biotanks. But these have to all be placed on these electronic blocks. So you can place that there. That's going to produce algae. I've now built a few of these build pieces, and I thought we'd build maybe our little, I guess, room. Oh, we can build a bed. That would be nice. Let's see if we can place it in here. Oh, we can. Nice. You know what? If they can attack me, I can attack them. Now, I've just realized we have no fuel. Wait, take me back. Take me back. Right, we need to produce that fuel, and then we can go and attack them. Let's see if we can take this out before they take us out. There we go. Oh, and they've just spawned in. So we want to destroy... Oh, goodness me, there's a lot. Okay, so we've taken that out. Oh no, there's loads of them. And we're out of ammo. Fantastic. We'll have to use the mining weapon now. We're so close. Oh, 15 health left. So at this point, I can focus on building up our little rig and turning it to a spaceship. We need to unlock those blueprints. That's the next big thing for us. And we now have our blueprint shop, which we can place here. I would like this ship to look a little bit nicer eventually. But before we do so, we have to unlock some of the blueprints in the blueprint shop. And this will allow us to build other things as well, such as the assembler, the factory, and many more options, which we'll play around with later. We've now built a jump drive, and we've also got some jump drive fuel, which we'll just place in here. And we're going to jump to a new solar system so we can harvest all the resources from there. So... let's jump. Ooh, and there we are. We have just jumped. Ooh, look at this lovely planet. Oh, I should have read that. So we have to destroy the enemy entity base again. That will give us the fuel cell that we need. Then we have to sell 10 glass with the chem forge, which we need to unlock. But this is going to require us to do quite a bit of scavenging. So I'm going to skip ahead at this point so that we can get to the good stuff. And we've gathered some more resources. Now I thought it best to get started on the rig here. We're going to build a little sorting system. So on the one side, we're going to need to run all of our conveyors, and they're going to split or sort the resources into the storage. I think we're onto something. So I've just placed down my auto storage here, and I'm going to throw in a load of iron and also our carbon. It throws it out, and so we can see that the carbon is being sent to here. Oh, the iron, sorry, is being sent to here, and the carbon to this one, or will be. And we can make sure that these are on, and that will send iron into the furnace. Doesn't look like it's going in, but I assure you it is. And we can do the same with the carbon, which is allowing us to now produce the steel. I'm really excited that we've got this little factory on the go, but I'm going to go out and scavenge some more because we're going to need a lot of money in order to buy all the other blueprints. Maybe we should look at farming. Okay, let's do that. Let's see what we can produce with a farm. It's going to require quite a bit of iron again and oxygen. So I'm starting off slow. Or small, I should say. And I figured that we can place these seeds facing one another as well. So it should be quite dense and produce a lot of corn for us. And all we need to do is water them with this water gun. So we don't actually need to leave the rig every time we want resources. I've only just finished watering the seeds when I've noticed that the other half have already germinated, so it really doesn't take much time at all. We're just collecting our first harvest and there is so much here. We've got like 60, 70 pieces of corn from this. We're gonna be rich. Finally, we're reaching the stock market and I'm really excited here because we've got just under 1,000 in our balance, but you can see here that we've managed to harvest, what's this, 60, 90, 94 corn. So we're going to just sell all of that alongside our tomatoes as well. And we'll see how much we make from it. That's almost a full inventory. Okay, let's exchange it. And 4,000, well, 3,000 obviously. That is fantastic. Well, I think we're going to have to move on to the next solar system now and see if we can maybe expand our rig with some new blueprints. We have these last 3 places that we can go to, and then we can jump across to the other quadrant. That's where I want to get to. And I think this is going to be our best option. You can see we've got 21 asteroids, 8 wreckages, 9 trash clouds, 4 entity areas. So plenty of resources here. Let's do it. Of course, that means we're going to have to spend a lot more time harvesting all the planets. Oh, wow. There's tons here. Well, I better get to work. The first thing that I'm going to do is try and take out as many of these Wait. Oh no, we're being attacked! Oh my goodness me, there are loads! No! The tomatoes! I'm not sure if I have enough health for this or enough ammunition. There are so many! Need to take out these hunters because they do the most damage. Oh no, I didn't mean to drag them to me! Wait, no, I'm repairing them! Oh dear. Oh dear, this isn't successful. Goodness me, that was pretty intense. Are there any more? Oh, I'm glad that's over. We need to clear them out as soon as possible. We've now fixed the rig. I must admit that was pretty intense and I want to prepare ourselves for the next attack. And we're now producing the growth factor. We've got steel, the substrate matrix being produced in the chem forge, and also plastic and glass when we want to, and fuel as well. So I'm pretty happy with how this is coming along. But we do need to build this rig up now. But for that, we are going to need blueprints. So for that, we're going to need to go over to the stock market and sell our substrate matrix and the growth factor so that we can buy more stuff. Oh my goodness, wait, are they 610 each? That may have changed things slightly. Let's see. Yes, we've made 12,000. Oh, fantastic. That should be enough to kickstart our space rig adventure. Fantastic. So the first thing that we need to buy is the assembler so that we can produce the microchips for the turrets that we want to build. And I also want to purchase the thrusters and the cockpit so that we can fly this around. So we'll start off with that and see how we get on. We can build our first turret. Of course, it's going to cost us 15 steel, so we're going to need more. We have got the microchips. Speaking of which, we have 10 microchips to sell at the stock market as well. And I think we will be best to place this. I wonder if it needs ammunition, thinking about it. Probably will. Okay, a socket cube. I think for now we'll have to stick this over here. Okay, it's going to need a lot more power. So we have just jumped to, oh my goodness me, it's one of those. We've just jumped to another area. I don't know why it flipped me around the other side, but it has. But we now can use our ship to head over to this junk pile or trash pile here to grab the resources that are floating around here using the tractor just as a little test. And hopefully we'll see it taking the resources. Come on. There we go. Fantastic. And it's going to start being processed. Oh, I didn't realize the cannons are taking out. Oh, goodness me. We could do with suctioning that. Yes, it's working. Oh, that is fantastic. Obviously, we have a lot more that we can do with this, but hopefully you've enjoyed this little look. I think we're going to leave it here. I know that in the next one, if you'd like to see more of this, do let me know. Perhaps we'll do a rebuild of this ship, so we're doing all the individual factory lines and hopefully harvesting everything automated rather than manually doing it ourselves. But I've really enjoyed checking this out. If you'd like to check it out yourself, make sure to check the Steam link in the description and comment below. And again, I'd like to say thank you to Paradox for sponsoring this video, as well as to all of our amazing supporters on Patreon, most notably our Solar Eclipse Patreons, James Irwin, Firefless and Trebor, as well as our Lunar Eclipse Patrons, The Calamity, Ben, Star and That Dude AW, and our Blood Moon of the day, which is the Viking Brit. Until next time, as always, ciao for now.